Hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Psi Divine. Tonight we are going to be doing a collective read along with some yes and no. This is a collective reading for whoever needs it. And I do feel someone needs it. All right. Oops. Okay. All right. I hope you all are having a great evening tonight. Hi, Neelam. How are you? How are you doing, goddess? Hi, Michael. How are you? I have been personally cleaning all day. And then a little bit of editing. So, there is no list, Neelam. There is only you. And what else should matter? I was going to do some yes and no. That was the idea, along with a collective reading. I get this feeling there's going to be just nothing but chaos for 2021 anyway, so I think there's going to be a lot of those readings going on. Thank you. You've been cleaning too? Oh, shit. Is it good? Okay, so I don't have to feel so bad. Mm-hmm. Reading words today? You want to do the words? Is that what you're saying, Neelam? You want to do the letters? Or cards or numbers? Your choice. We can do the collective at the end. My ponytail's tight. Okay. No, how do you feel, Neelam? Let's see how 6 feels. Maybe that gives you a little guidance. 6, how are you? You got anything for Neelam? Hi, Lily. Oh, all the goddesses and the gods are in the room. This is beautiful. Let's see what 6 is feeling for you tonight, Neelam.
This is fuck. This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
That's harsh at the beginning. Can we get something else?
Coincidence? I think not.
Okay. I'm gonna blend it in. Since I've been blending all the cleaning today, why not just keep a spin on it? All right. Let you see the letters. I should have changed angles. I was feeling I shouldn't have put the camera there. right. So the first word I get is help and boy. I don't know if this doesn't connect, we'll move to the numbers, but my first impression is someone coming towards you for some assistance, but it is something like they're too old to be asking for help. Feels like someone not very mature. And then the next word that comes out is, I don't know if I should. Okay, let me keep going. I get the word help, boy. Lady, I literally got the word stank and tip. So my impression here is needing to be clarified because I know this isn't the full word for you at all. But it feels like someone asking for assistance, coming to you for help. Starts off as conversation, you want to give advice, but that's not really what they want from you. And the response is stank attitude. That's what I got from this. There's that cycle. So everything's in reverse. This feels like a lazy cycle of behavior going on. And it feels, you have the Eight of Cups here in reverse. Okay. So for me, this is money issues for self or somebody else. The Two of Wands comes out in, that was in reverse too. For me, this is someone being not really cooperative towards another who may be seeking assistance. And then we get the Four of Swords, also in reverse. For me, it's laziness. Is that here? It is here. I heard sloth. Is this you? See, I was trying not to see. Why does the word Yelp come out too? So the word bank is here also. Feels like missed money opportunities or moving slow towards them city. Now I get missing money, be paid. The word city. I'm not sure why Yelp is there, but it is. Sloth and bank. Let me move this. Let's hope the letters don't slide. I'm going to show you. So if this is you and not someone coming in your direction, I was trying to give you some credit right there. If this is you, you're missing money. Let's see what else is here. You and your mom are... You're getting late. Well, let's just say you need your sleep. How about that? You need some rest. Well, there's you and someone else, 12 and 12. Here's my... Well, I see your challenges. I see you with someone else trying to figure it out here. Here, there's a block. There's a block and somebody needs to... Is the word inventive? There's something that needs to get finished. You're just in a holding pattern. I don't see, like... It's the holding pattern of two. It's trying to unbury oneself from money issues. There's also here, it's just two. Okay. Now, what's the block? So we got blocks over here and fixed energy, but just a lot of confusion about what to do next. Knowing we need to take care of some things, but what comes next? And it feels like a self-inflicted holding pattern. But this is a habit. That's a habit that's taught. What else? In the action. Wow. Gotta shake some stuff up. Here's the thing. See, I hate saying some shit because I don't know who's in the room with you or if you're sitting by yourself. How do you say this? This is, okay. Maybe the cards have a better way of saying what I am having trouble saying. This is going to be harsh, I hope not, but I'm going to say it. Somebody needs to move by themselves, not move away, but it has to be a forward action of one. Whether it's you or your mother, I'm not sure of age, I'm not even looking that far. I'm just telling you the overall, since you brought your mother up, that's in your data. Somebody is upside down. Because of fears, whatever. The unsaid. But it's going to take one to get you guys to break this cycle. What was coming out of my mouth is get you out of the situation. But there's a fixed energy here. So this can be the parent with old beliefs, fears of change, maybe yeah. Okay, so somebody who's just overthinking. And that can be the old dinosaur brain. I'm guilty too. Okay, so what I see here in the 10 is somebody has to make that mental decision to go forward. There is subconscious awareness, your divinity, your spiritual guides. I think they're all under the umbrella of the subconscious, personally. So it's the self knowing that the self needs to move. It's time for the data to change. For right now, it's kind of like the computer being in, sleep mode. It's on, but the screen is off. It's functional, but not as functional as it could be if it were, processing. Somebody has to make a decision for change. And without knowing your age, if you are old enough to work, that falls on you. Quite personally is what I see here. And I'm saying that because you're the fresher mind, you're the innovative mind, you're the one with more energy, youth, creativity. You will have less fear, perhaps, than the parent who might have old set ways and maybe be needing to see that impression of potential. And this is where the spiritual guide of one becomes the spiritual guide of the other. So you may be enlightening the parent, showing the parent different levels of self-esteem. The ability to get into what I call a fixed and stuck energy, if you see. Now these are dice, they should roll. But this one is triangular. And the number that came out to me, I'll turn it. If you see, we have 8. For me and my data, that 8 is the infinite cycle. The repetition that we don't break because it's comfortable. We don't break it because it's taught. And somebody has to break that cycle. So let's clarify the actions. Hello, anyone else who's coming in? This is not a reading for the collective. There's supposed to be yes or no, but nobody was here when I started except Neelam. So this is Neelam's reading, and I'm going to move through as fast as I can, maybe. And then we'll do yes or no for anyone else who's here. But the long times, my day ones, it gets priority. So I need to see your name around a lot, and then you get the longer readings too. What's here is the therapist for you, Neelam. For me, this feels like needing to have that conversation where a little bit more honesty comes out, especially knowing what the situation is. Wow, too. Double ace. Double ace. So we got the sword and we got the pentacle. This is the old, for me, I'm reading these from the pictures, okay? This is the old self and the new self. The one that is aware of what was, aware of needing to do things in a certain way. It's very, it's fixed. I don't have a better word. Then we have another who's here a little bit more aware, a lot more aware of what's coming next, the potential out in the world. The faster thinker, the one who can be more opportunistic than the older energy and the feelings. It's somebody who learned to do things a certain way. We have what's the word? We have a pattern, a way of doing things, a certain shape. This is how this works. It's very fixed. It doesn't roll down the road very well. It is stable in foundation, for sure, but maybe not able to roll as well as the pentacle would. So, you guys actually came out in reverse. For me, these energies, yeah, okay. So, I see two people who may be afraid of bumping heads. I see two people who are making like, it's like ego. Chariot comes out in reverse. Wow. Look what comes out over choice. So, covering the Ace of Swords, it's looking at the money. It's there. It's there. It's 8 and 9 come out as a choice. You have to break a cycle. Who's going to drive you guys out of that cycle? It's work. It's being innovative. At least I feel like that. One of you has the potential to count the money. Another has the potential to create the money. However, together, it's hard. Okay, what's the saying? Something about you can't do business with family or friends, whatever. And that's because people don't communicate very well. So I feel like you need to make a choice. Because the longer you listen to what's wrong, the longer it takes for you to get to what's right. I can tell you this much, I've never seen the cards fall like that. Come on. And we got two energies here. I know cards read different for everybody. I read them differently according to the numbers and the pictures. You and your mother. Feelings and somebody who's ready to make action. Somebody who's ready to get things going. Somebody who's aware, hey, time ain't forever. Let's go. Then there's another who may just be comfortable with the way things were. One of y'all is capable of really bringing in money. This could be business ideas, new job, new work. But at the exact same, it's knowing you need to do something, but staring into TV instead, blinding yourself to it, looking everywhere else except that, knowing what needs to be done. How many pentacles do you need here? Like, knowing what needs to be done, but it's taught. The fixed energy is taught. So yeah, you gotta break that. We want to be a little more like busy like this. That rolls. That doesn't really roll, does it? Shakes a little. You could topple it over, but somebody has to be in motion. Somebody has to make moves, and that has to be you. Otherwise, you're allowing laziness to drive the car here. I could tell you, let's see. Be paid and stay is here. Be paid, stay in. So you may have something in you that involves work from home. I don't know why I feel like new business with you. Is this new business? It's not new business at this time. It's just it's being aware of what you don't have, which will make more of it. But what comes out after that is yes and 5. This is in reverse. So for me, this is having an issue with moving forward, fears with moving forward, knowing what needs to happen, but doubting yourself. That shit is taught. What's here is be paid, both stay in. Has someone convinced you to be, you really got to assess your situation. Has someone convinced England to stay in? Yeah, got to get off your bum. Let me tell you what I see here, babe. My dear. I hope these don't roll. Let's see. I hope I don't screw this up. Can you see it? Doesn't show. Hard to see that B up there, huh? There's a chance you might be missing something. There's a missing link here. I get this feeling that there's something in you haven't, maybe business from home. I see money there. And you don't see it. So what is this? What is this? Can we get a picture? Anything? Why does the devil come out in reverse? I don't know. Clarify. So the devil comes out, and then the activist comes over. My first impression was like helping other people who, something like, definitely of service to others, representing. There's somebody in the house that's a speaker or has the ability to be a speaker. Something to do with health and wellness. You see? Okay, you saw the letters. Okay, look. This may be something you have to do by yourself, at least to get things started. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe ask for help from parent. You may have a home business in you that you're not looking at. And I do see you and your mother being able to do it. There may be this space and time where you're supposed to be uncovering that. And I might have just ruined the surprise. But no doubt, there's two people here who can bring a cycle to a happy place, a masterful place. There could be great accomplishment here, a rebirth. But it's got to start with one of y'all. I see you having to like get the ball rolling so another can see it. It could be a situation where the old people brain, the dinosaur, and I'm sorry if they're in the room, I don't know, but I'm old too, and I have old dinosaur thoughts sometimes. So I do need to see things before I believe. So it can be a situation like that. Because it's really one. You know what I'm saying? It's one of y'all that's capable of the big dough. But which one of y'all has the energy to shoulder the weight of the situation? And I think it's you. I could be wrong, though. I think it's you. So, my dear, I think this conversation right here between the older mind and the younger mind is great, but somebody needs to get the ball rolling, and it's got to be the young badass. Then you bring in mama badass into the situation, and you blow it up. You know, I do see that here. Please remember this one. Look at that. It's money you just don't fucking see. You feel like you're drowning in all this sticky, gooey emotion. And another one of y'all is staring at the gooey money too hard. It's focus on the have-nots, you know, while missing what you do have. So, like, this is right there. And the words, again, are be paid. Both stay in. Moving along, though. Do you need any other clarity, my dear? You're the only one in the room. Good. All right, let's see if there's any guidance for you on the way out. Just any cheerleading. Yep, balance. Out of balance. That's on you. You are family oriented and all that stuff, yeah, but be careful because it makes you come to a screeching halt. It brings endings. You may have a parent that is able to make you feel guilty. Parents can do that. At this time, what you're getting, though, is a lesson. So look around, see what that is. And it is about the loss of money. 4 is in reverse here, so we want to write this up. And we can get into these holding patterns for love. You want to definitely get a hold of that, because that shit can apply to relationships too. Where we just stop moving for love. And there's, that cycle is taught. So while you are waiting, be cognizant of health of yourself or a parent. So you are getting, you and your parental unit are indeed getting, a break. And it is time for change, without question. Staying in one spot is kind of like, it's chaos in a jar. You do work well in groups, but the parental group is different. There is unity between you guys that's great and possible, though. I do see a situation where you guys can work together and grow together, and it comes around creation. That's what's in this card. So the pause is for peace, peace of mind. I just heard the calm before the storm. And the storm can be finding a business that you don't even understand. Like, I wasn't expecting it to do all that. Now I can't sleep because I got to get all this money. That's what I felt in that card. So what you are getting is called divine boredom. You ain't homeless under a bridge. You're fucking bored. And you're bored because it's time to make that change. It's on you. Pop quiz. Look what comes out. The pop quiz is about actions of self, lessons that you've learned, changes that you see in the others, how we can not do that stuff. What I just heard was one of your jobs at this time, angel guide, and you are an angel guide to your parental units. One of your jobs is to also show them and someone or others how to be paid and still be lazy. I'll take the word still out. How about we can, it's learning new ways to be financially inventive. But here is the blank. So this is all you. Message. This is all you. It's your time to move. You've been taught to be trapped by thoughts, and that's gotta break. If only because you do have all the tools necessary to do it. Okay? My dear, I hope that's helpful. Don't forget, there is this pop quiz you do have to take, though. It's about money. And what drives you, what's holding you back. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Neelam, you could do that shit. It's there. Damn. Okay. All my freak cards come out, so let me put these away. I think you didn't ask for this data. I'm going to put this away. I will tell you though, there's more than one block timeline going on for you right now. We don't. Mm-mm. You don't need to read anything else. Just get the work going. Go get to your riches. And it feels like something you can do from. Never mind. Anybody else need us? I'm stopping right there. Hello, everyone else. Welcome to Psi Divine. You are very welcome, Neelam. Anytime, goddess. Ooh, 6 said 6 has a message for you too.
Liar!
I thought you had something nice to say, 6. Come on, say something nice. You're making me look bad over here.
It's time to stop!
I've actually never heard that one before. Anything else, 6? Fair enough. All right, let's dive into what moves faster here. Let's move it along. And Neelam, when you make your first $1 million, I'm gonna need to borrow a 20. You're gonna have to let me hold 20 till my check show up. All right, you guys. So if you are interested in a reading, I normally don't like your gooey details in the chat. I usually read by numbers. So I'm trying not to read your data. Let's see how this goes. Now, on my screen, thank you, Neelam, for loaning me that 20 spot. I swear I'll pay you back. All right, I'm going to take your questions. Oh, no, I don't want your birth. No. Minaj, delete that. Delete that now. You delete that. I'm serious. Minaj, delete the birth date. Way too much in your Slow down, Minaj. Slow down. I want you to take a few breaths for me. Do not type your fucking question in the chat. Don't do it. I don't want to read your data. I want you to focus on just your question and nothing else. If there are other sounds around you, type it in, but do not press enter. Just type it where you can read it. If you are in a quiet place, you can just type the okay. I want you to ask your own question, and I'm going to pull a yes or no for you. Okay? Simple enough? To anyone else that's here, I do not like your questions written in the chat. It's just gooey, sticky data. I'd like to ignore it. Are you ready, Minaj? All right. Focus on your question. Yes or no for Minaj. The answer is, oh, yeah. Clarify that, because I'm nosy. Okay. These are feelings. These are feelings. This is social interactions. Feels like my first impression is a relationship that you'd like to work or that wasn't working. Something that wasn't clear. Could be work too. Trying to restore some relationships there. Okay, moving on. Anyone else here who needs a yes or no? Your question, though, I see you were asking about, will somebody succeed with a Canadian company? So yes comes out again, but why are you asking? Is it because you don't want it to be successful? You have some emotion towards it? Because what came out first is don't test me. Ah. Clarify it. Okay, well, so what comes out is a life lesson. Concerned about someone's experience, green for money, things going up. Feels like a little insecurity about the person that is going after this deal. So there's no experience and testing that I'm sensing here. Along with the test. I think you're overthinking or like nonstop thinking. I mean, if it was that much money, I guess I would be too. It's trusting in the others, being unsure of how someone or something financial is going to perform. Can you trust the others? It is a life lesson, though. Clarify that lesson. That can be a risky card right there. I don't know how to say that. The higher the risk, the higher the rewards. Okay. Feels like somebody wanting to be assured that they'll be saved. These two give me the feeling of, is this the right action? Are they really gonna? Do they have the experience that they say? Is this going to be? Will there be growth, basically? Wanting that clarity. Very heavy on the back. Clarify, test. So I see a choice being made here. My first impression is having to push someone out of a situation. having to see someone walk away. So I don't know that much about business, if that's I don't know this level of business for sure. But it does feel like someone having to I don't know who sings this song, something about now we have to say goodbye for the summer. But it's a choice, okay? It feels like a choice. Not really like foot up someone's backside. It doesn't feel like, feels like someone walks into a new situation. But it's like walking into the unknown. But it's someone who is walking in the right direction. Clarified cups. But I'm nosy. Let's just see what's here. Okay, there's a thief there. Let's hard shuffle that. Damn. Somebody doesn't do well being pushed out or put out, or it's a victory, but with somebody taking a hell of a loss. A lot of work here. Thank you. So what I'm feeling, I don't want, listen, wow, okay. I get the feeling of needing to go backward in time on this data. I need a fucking cigarette. Okay, your data is annoying right now. Let me just tell you what I'm feeling. You tell me I'm wrong, and then we'll cut this shit right here, okay? Okay, I feel like something needs to be looked at, going backwards on this data, like history of someone. There's a secret, something that isn't known yet, but it is in motion. Something about a ring. I have no idea why I just thought about Funyuns. Is somebody fucking eating Funyuns or onions? I don't know. I just felt like I don't even like Funyuns anymore. Why is what's going on with your data? Your shit is all over the fucking place, and listen. The only thing I should say here without raising any alarms is data should be looked at. There is going backward over some rocky thoughts that needs to happen. I get the feeling of somebody walking away clean who shouldn't get to, who may later on turn their back on accountability. I don't like the anchor with money because it feels it's weight. The test is belief. The test is belief. Is there an executive that needs to be looked at? No luck. Yeah. I'm not saying don't trust, but maybe I am saying that. Because here we get this valuable union, this coming together of two parts and action needing to happen. But there's trust, assessment. Yes, you're impatient. I do see that, but it's like being careful of engaging in certain battles that are really expensive. It just really feels like asking questions, maybe. Trust, verify, measure twice, cut once. I don't know where I'm going with all these extra things. 6, can you fucking end this for me?
Nope.
Well, I don't have the balls to end it. So can we anything else, 6?
Don't stop, yeah, hey. Don't stop, yeah, hey.
Okay, I'll keep going. Minaj, are you good? Can we? I don't want to get in. You got a lot of stuff going on here. I don't want to go any further. I just don't. I don't feel like somebody. Why am I getting this feeling like a lot of y'all's data don't belong in a free chat like this right now? I get the purpose of the free reading. I get the purpose of the free reading. I get the purpose of the private one. Also, this don't feel like public data anymore at this point. It's heavy, it's a lot. And I'm getting like all these different messages, but what's coming through, most importantly, is trust. Just maybe it's time to really assess things, look back. Something about going backwards, or like if it was a company situation, it feels like not being given adequate details to know 10 years ago there was no company, but the sign outside says been open since 1938. Maybe not that deep on it, but it feels like not being given all the data to make the best business decision. Something that will come up later that could have and should have been a consideration. It feels like that speedy messenger coming in. And then maybe having to explain the mess of another. A mess that becomes your mess or whoever's in charge. It's cleaning up somebody's mess, having to take on somebody's mess, being blamed for the mess that should have been seen coming. That's what I'm feeling. I'm moving on from this. Good Lord. I hope none of that's the case. Oh my goodness. Does anybody else need a reading? I just wanted a yes or no, and it never works out that way. I'm sorry, Minaj. I'm sorry. 6, can you reset for us?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Sometimes, yes, I do.
Are you challenging me?
All right. Someone feeling challenged? Minaj, listen, you know what? I'm going to take the blame for that, not you. You asked a big-ass question, and I didn't feel like a yes or no. It was simple. And it just didn't feel right. Sorry. So I will apologize, and we both apologize. Air hug. Sakshi Oza. I hope I said that okay. Sakshi. Okay, so I like it if you ask yourself the question and then I answer yes or no for you. So what I like you to do is just focus on your question. You can do that just by asking it over and over again or picturing the question written out in your mind. And bye, Minaj. Have a good night or morning. Oh, Minaj, don't make this bigger. Oh my God, see, you're going to make me panic. That's the kind of shit that'll make me stay up till 4 in the morning vacuuming. Oh, that's heavy. You should follow me on Instagram where maybe I can give your question a little more focus. A question that big, I think, deserves a little bit more focus than quick yes or no, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. So maybe I could answer it better on Instagram with some quiet time. Sakshi is next, if Sakshi is still here, but I don't see Sakshi responding, so maybe Sakshi is left. But Sakshi, if you're ready, if you're still here, you type in okay when you're focused on your question. And then I think it is Loveline Vlogs next. And then, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Lansing QL. All right, I don't see Sakshi here anymore. Hello, Hannah. Or Hannah. Don't write your gooey questions out. Okay, lovely. Well, Lovely's person, come back to them. Focus on your person. Yes, but not yes with strings attached. If your person comes back, they're going to be testing you. This may be they're doing it because it works. Yeah, good luck with it. I don't. There is union here, though, for two people. I don't like the strings attached and testing you, though. But okay, moving on. All right. Who's next? Yes, there is a testing. It may be go beyond testing into something a little more self-serving, nefarious. 6, you got anything for Loveleen?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? You looking fine. Holy shit, you grew.
All right, who's next? I'm trying to see who's next. Oh, okay, QL. And you're very welcome, Loveleen. All right, QL, focus on your question. When you're focused real nice, type in okay for me in the chat. When you're ready, type in okay, QL. Oh, quite. Okay, clarify that. Okay. Way overthinking something. Perhaps overthinking something about somebody who has no fucks to give. Perhaps it is you who should have no fucks to give. The question is about what we want. This could be someone. Wondering if someone will come back, someone who isn't taking an action towards you or themselves. Because somebody is telling themselves a half truth. There's your answer, QL. QL, in the world of action, you keep refusing this test. Who do you love? What do you love? Do you realize the potential of yourself and how great you are? The love you give to yourself, you are filling a hot air balloon with and making it a gift for others. Knock it off. 6, you got anything here?
No.
Okay, who's next? Silent voices. I saw you before I saw Josanne. So Josanne, I will take you after silent voices. Silent voices, if you're here, please focus on your question and type okay in the chat. When you are very focused, after Josanne, Santiago. Okay, and before Josanne, Hannah, you're right. Wait a minute. I was about to read you. Hold on. Reset. 6, would you reset that for me?
Good question.
All right, silent voices, focused on your question. Yes or no for 7. That was too much. So the furthest from the deck is yes. It's a choice of self or someone. This can be attracting someone who is making use of us, or you trying to attract a user. Somebody's a user here. This is love, lust, something that does not necessarily provide growth. You may also be dealing with somebody who has no fucks to give. If not now, perhaps later. These are all choice cards the way they came out, though. So it is a situation I see in motion. It does have great potential, though. If this is about a job, I'm single. Ego. Woo. If this is about actions of the self, have fun with that. I feel like there is sudden awareness within your question. Like, yeah, you get what you... Yeah, yes, but... The sudden awareness of no. It'll be the self saying, ah, nah, I'm good. I don't know what that's about. All right. Hold on. Braid hair is fun. Okay. So who's next? I hope that's helpful. Silent voices. Now let's pretend like I didn't say who was next. Who's still here? If I said you were next. Did I say Josanne or was it Hannah? Josanne, I feel like Hannah was... Okay. 1 second, I will try to make this as fast as I can so I can get to you. Josanne, how to focus on your question. When you're nice and focused, no other sounds or thoughts. Calm your brain, take a few breaths too. Think of just your question, see nothing else but that. When you see it, type okay in the chat. Josanne, you weren't... It was supposed to be Hannah. So Hannah, when you're ready, type into the chat. When you're focused on your question, Hannah, I don't see you typing. I'm moving on. Doesn't take that long to focus. Come on now. All right, Josanne. Time, she waits for no one. Josanne, are you still there? Let's see. All right. Focus on your question for me again. My apologies. Hannah said that she was here. She said she was next. I was going to read her. Okay, well, keep concentrating, Hannah. I'll come right back to you after Josanne. Shuffle. The answer is no. This could involve something with another person. Clarify too. Ooh, ego blocks. Ego blocks. So, clarify that. So it would be a good thing maybe to stop asking this question. Because it's fucking with your thought process and your strength. Why is that? It's causing a blockage. No appears twice. Whatever this is, it's splitting you. I'm not gonna say it's a cycle, but it's like it's like splitting yourself in thought. Overthinking, forgetting your own greatness to focus on the wrong shit. And my dog is snoring. Moose! One second, you guys. This is gonna look really bad. Moose! Moose. Doing too much. Sorry, you guys. My dog and I weigh the exact same. So he's big. Let me see what date is here for you, Chosen. You need to break that cycle of thought. What you're doing right now involves logic. Knock it off. This can be a life cycle of targeted focus. And you should not want this to be a cycle. Okay, that to me this says powerful brain or liar. Coming out of this though, you want the clarity, and that's in my card here. You want this knowledge, but how much of this is shit that you created in your head? You are gifted. Let's clarify the gift. Forgiveness of self at this time. There's a lack of appreciation of yourself and looking outside the self to the others. And there's the cycle. The infinite cycle. Your cycle, though, is coming from kind of being lazy on purpose. Your cycle will also come from the way you see things, see others, see yourself. Right now, what would be good for you is working on your creativity. There's something you do that's creative, enjoyable. There's your test. Here's your pop quiz. What have you learned? And I never liked this card. This isn't a good card. So this goes with blackout, where we can get into this mode of overthinking the others, overthinking the self, thinking more about others and not taking care of self. That's certainly not something we want to get into, because that's 5. And in this, okay. This can be turned into what I call a fixed energy, where nothing moves, nothing changes. You have the exact same relationships that you saw growing up. Nothing new happens. So there's some cycle that has to be broken here, right? And it involves looking at the others and getting your lessons. You're not here to maybe focus on one person. You may be here to be of service to more than one. And that could be in work, your creativity. Nonetheless, you may not be getting enough enjoyment hours in the day. Laughter, fun, not worried. Not worried and tripping and letting others fuck with your mental. There are some cycles you're here to break, though, in this lifetime, and you have to do that. Anything short of that takes you off the path, you suffer, doesn't work out. Wanting and waiting will be one of the things you're going to serve. You ever see the racetrack, the NASCAR, they just go around in one fucking circle? That's what your fucking brain is doing. Gonna need you to stop that. Not gonna do it. It's not prudent. So you have these fears, and others are gonna see that in you, sense that in you. It will become a problem, okay? My card of asexuality is here too. So this can be just fearing getting out there and experiencing things. It could be the other part. Won't go further. But at this time, you're supposed to be getting knowledge of yourself, not knowledge of the others. It's supposed to be knowledge about you and how badass and awesome you are. And you have to get this higher knowledge of self. Be comfortable with yourself. Faith. You're supposed to be having happiness right now. Seriously. Your guides do want you to know you are protected. The pause and the break you're getting right now is what I call divine boredom. It's the angel guide who came here to help the others, but you ain't doing shit, so you're fucking bored. I don't mean to cuss at you, but I feel like I can. So in this is a forced ending, right? There's this unknown. There's always this fear of moving into the dark new place. And it ain't dark. It's just new. So there's this overthinking. Somebody taught you or showed you the fine art of circling the fucking drain. So we don't want to do that anymore. It's your job to break that cycle. In that, it's about getting grounded, accepting yourself. You clarify the influence. So there's tests that have to be taken here for you to move to the next level. And your guides want you to do that. Yeah. So it's about trusting yourself. It's about loyalty of self. I don't know what? Something about you're not a chain? You're not chained? You're not chained to a leash? Yeah, somebody's sacrifice. You want to make sure you don't draw in energy vampires. Yeah. So, okay. In your energy is insecurity. In your energy right now is we need to move that because that's some old data. That's old. That is definitely some old ass data right there. That is several lifetimes ago. So we can put that shit down because you are here to do big things. You're here to work and help others come through whatever you're going through. You let people drain you. You let people drain you, but that's the thing you have to get a hold of, that weakest element of self. And you give till there's nothing left. That will bring in bad, no. It's the energy of putting other people first until you have nothing left to give, and then you hurt yourself. So balance and, good Lord, that was a lot. I'm putting these away. Stop letting everybody use you. That's not what you're here for. But you are here to teach other people how to come through strong. So you're here to help others. 6, you got anything here?
Stupid.
Don't abuse me. Anything else? My phone is trolling me. Okay. I deserve it. I hope that was some kind of helpful for you, Josephine. But you are the badass in the household. So the badass got to do the badass work. That's what it is. That's what it is. I am sorry. 6, you got anything nice now?
Stupid.
My phone is abusing me tonight. I'm smoking a cigarette because, yeah. This is all gooey data, you guys. Somebody, does anyone else need a reading before I do bad things? Hello, SS lady. You're so welcome, Josephine. Anytime I can be your cheerleader, I'll yell at you till I'm tired. All right, SS lady. I see, who's next? Hello, Jasmine Moore. SS, focus on your question for me real quick. I will put my cigarette down. Focus on your question for me. When you're ready, type OK in the chat. Let's make this go quicker. I'm not going to touch any other cards except yes or no, I swear. I swear. There is no list. I don't want a list. I take you by energy sometimes. Okay, SS. Ooh. Your answer is yes with strings attached. And heavy mental processing, not in a good way. Overthinking things, though. Doesn't really matter whether I give you the yes or no, because you're just going to overthink it anyway. Challenges. But this is about value of self, wealth, the goods. All right. I know that wasn't helpful. You're probably like, bitch. This bitch. 6, you got anything for SS lady?
You are an angel in my eyes.
Okay. I get bitch slapped. You get the song. Okay, fair enough. Oh, yes. With strings attached. What the hell? See, that's why I want to go further in the data. Like, why are there strings to that? Interesting. I'm not going any further. Who's next? Hannah. Yes. Focus on your question. When you're ready, type OK in the chat. It's worth mentioning what pops out is yes, it's true. But I'll wait for you to type in your OK. All right. Yes or no? Weird. First one comes out is, oh yeah. Second one, ask them and move the fuck on. Will love enter Gita's life soon? Damn, the cards say I should ignore you, but... And there's a half-truth there. Wait, Rohan, you just said you're here new. You're new and waiting for so long. It's not a ride at Disneyland, buddy. And if you type your question in the chat, I'm just not gonna probably read it. So please wait to find out how I like the readings. I like it when you focus on your own question, and then when I say I'm gonna read your yes or no, I don't want you to type your gooey shit in the chat. I just want you to think of it. You think of your own question, I will throw the yes or no. All you have to type into the chat is okay when you're ready. When I say I'm going to read for you, focus on your question. Hannah. Oh, God. Should Hannah move on from school? That doesn't... It shouldn't be a should. That's a choice question. You got to go deeper than that. Shouldn't ask cards. That's... Will there be value? I mean, you know what you're walking into and what you're not. All right, Rohan, you're focusing on your... For Rohan, yes or no? Yes, it's true. You're asking about lust. Selfish lust. What's here is also someone who shouldn't be tested. There is a blockage, a inability to see, what's the word? It's not logic. A self-awareness. Your question is absent of that here. This is the want of a masculine, though. Wishful thinking at the bottom of the deck. I don't know how that applies to you, but... Miriam, do not ask your question. Focus on your own question. When you're really, really focused on it, type okay in the chat. I will pull the cards from there. You can focus anytime you want to. Did you write? May I focus now? That's beautiful. All right. So we have two names that are similar to me, Sumaya and Sai. It's familiar. They're similar to my freaking eyes. So Sai, I'm going to read you first, S-A-I. Then I'm going to read Sumaya. So Sai, please focus on your question, S-A-I. Not focused on your question. The answer is no at first, but there's a half-truth. So your brain is, for me, your brain is not focused on your question. Sumaya. Saya, focus on your question again, because I want to answer it again. I feel like you might have been doing something else. Yeah, exactly. Okay. What was the other name? I'm so sorry. Well, career is a want. That is a lust. Everybody associates lust with sex, but it is a want. And if you're sitting here on the computer staring at the screen asking about it, it's a want. It's a lust, something you want. Passion. And I apologize, Ron. I have a filthy mouth, so I'm gonna say things a little differently. Sumaya. Okay. Sai, if you are focused, SAI. Yes or no for SAI? Wow. What's this all about? You have a test, SAI. Is your question about whether someone's honest or fair with you? Because the answer is no. I see a cycle here, though, or a need to not. What do I get? Like, feels like it doesn't feel like just money issues. It feels like needing to prioritize how we interact with the others. It feels like not taking an action or letting somebody talk you out of it. Like, who do you trust, the self or the possibility? Clarify the test. Oh, that's nice. So, okay, it's not nice. That's not how I meant it, but the blank card comes out, so it's an opportunity to make choice for yourself. Okay? This is choice. And you not being honest with yourself about a certain situation. Overthinking, overanalyzing. Sai, the answer is hell no. I don't know what you're not listening to. You or somebody else isn't being honest or fair in something. This feels like the energy or relationship going downward. But taking that out of the fray, what comes back is you needing to break a cycle. But I don't even feel like you're even close to this data yet. So, moving on. You're confused because you're asleep. Who's next? I think Cheryl, are you still here? Avinash? Oh, I'm sorry, Sumaya. My apologies. I did forget you. Sumaya. Focus on your question for me, please. Focus on your question. Yeah, but with strings attached. came out in reverse, okay? At the bottom of the deck, though, is about being honest with self or someone else needing to be honest with you. But it really probably is more like you need to be honest with yourself about something. Let's move on. Rohan and Psi. There's a little button under your video that allows you to go backward. And you can go backward and watch the reading. That's what you do. Instead of stopping it to make me to explain it, you can just rewind and see it again. Do that. Avinash. I think that's one. Yes, Avinash, please focus on your question for me. Take a breath. Not take forever. Just take a relaxing breath. When you're ready, type in yes. Sai, please don't interrupt my chat. Rohan, I'm going to block your fucking ass in 2 seconds. You can rewind the video and see what the answer was. You're about to get bounced the fuck up out of my chat. So now let's move on. Rewind and see what was said. Just hang on. I'm happy to answer your question again, and you can type it out once I've gone through others. But as nice as I am, I'm a Gemini, I have the other side. So if you didn't understand my reading, I'm not the reader for you. Fair enough. All right. Avinash, if you're here. Samaya. I want you to just think about it. You need not type. Just think about your question. Shruti, you'll be next. Avinash, when you're ready, type OK into the chat to let me know that you're focused on your question. Okay. So, first card that comes up is illusions. And then yes, but in reverse. So there's a yes, but there's some variables to it. This may have to do with trust. Trusting someone. Overthinking. So yes is here twice. But are we being really honest about that question there? Are we being logical about that? I don't know. 6, you got anything?
Smoke weed every day.
I love that idea. Let's move on. Shruti, you were next. Then Neelam. Neelam? I feel like I said that wrong. Neelam? Shruti, please focus on your question. Sai, if you ask that question one more time, I'm going to mute you. Shruti. The answer is no. No. Sorry if that's bad. There it is again. If this was about some type of person, they may have options. You may have options. If not, the answer is no 3 different times. Let's move on. Okay, Neelam, focus on your question. It's a happy no? Okay, good. Okay, good. Well, it's there 3 times. Oh, Neelam, I can't answer no question right now. Do tarot cards even answer questions like that? I mean, wait a minute. If you're already calling this person a lover, haven't you all? I don't. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing yes or no questions. You are dropping like a whole factory of data into a yes or a no question. That is like, that's Super Bowl stadium. I want to do yes or no questions, not what should you do. That's really up to you. But what I can do for you, Neela, let's see what your subconscious and guides would like you to know. Wow. Guidance. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, you're worried about the influence of others, but you do want to get out and explore, right? Not attracted to the old situation with arrangements. Makes sense. So you want to be a little bit of a explorer, feeling that passion, right? But you're not being honest. This is such a hard thing to like. Has to be choice. You are skipping a test, though. It is the test of self. And at some point, you have to one of you has to decide who's going to be the catalyst for change, if that's what you want. I could tell you with this card coming in upside down, it's sticking to traditions. It's believing what others have taught you. And it's taking the lazy approach to happy yourself. It's almost like taking an action against the self because of the selfishness of others, because you are afraid of making someone angry. All that does is create a block for you. And it feels like the energy of getting into something where there's going to be cheating anyway. So your timeline is blocked. And unblocking it is up to you. Jesus, same cards come out. Exact same cards come out. And this is taking your feminine power. The word I wrote is kundalini. But it also is mastery of yourself. Freedom is a big thing here. And what's going to make you happy in the long run? This is, at the start of the deck is the influence and the power others have over you. No cards answer that question. You have to decide what you want to be. Do you want to be a part of ancient tradition, or do you want to be free? So there's that part, you know? Nobody can answer that for you. However, I can tell you with the same two cards coming up, you're replicating what you were taught. Your kids will replicate it. The dog will replicate it. It's just replication factory. There's no change. So if you're good with that, then cool, but there's no growth there. It's nobody can make this decision but you. And you have to, man, the influence that others can have over us is incredible. And a tradition and an ideology, even if it is not effective for others and it's outdated and it may not be the best thing, it's incredible how people will just stay the path. So nobody can answer this but you. Nobody has to live with you but you. But it's splitting yourself in half to make others happy at the risk of not being happy your damn self. You miss out on your gifts. You miss out on freedom. Who can decide that except you? Hello. Hello, new faces in the chat. Whoever's ever, and guys, when you're asking questions from the cards, you shouldn't look for questions that are like, should I? Because should I is choice. It's choice of self. Maybe if you're thinking about a job and you want to find out, should I apply for this job? Instead of asking the card, should I? Perhaps, is this a good job for me? Is this a good situation to get into? Is there value in going for this? Where, how about future stuff? But the should, everybody should do something. Bunny and Sharon? Who the hell, Bunny and Sharon? Are they going to get divorced? How you coming in here asking about other people? Okay, you guys are just putting all your questions in there. So let's just do a collective reading where I can take a little bit of all your data. Let's see how this works out here. Because y'all are asking things that are getting longer and longer. So everybody focus on a number between 0 and 9. Do that for me right now. Everyone select one number, 0 through 9. We'll go through these numbers and see if any of that connects to you. Some of you called or feel comfortable with the 4. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is controlling, okay? And you want some stability here for safety, new plans, new foundations. And you're sitting around wasting a lot of time thinking about why. And why about the others? And that's a waste of time. So let's not do that. We have stuff to do. 6 reverses here for someone who chose that. And in the 6, I see somebody being irresponsible. This can be towards family, another partner. Someone feels like they've had enough in a relationship. Is it time to get out of this? Some of you should not necessarily take off running out the door from a relationship simply because you feel like you're not being heard. There is some type of money, finance issue going on. This is for 6. If you chose 8, I see you cycling through. You're a professional overthinker. You're a professional recycler is what I just heard. Hold on. Clarify the recycler. Somebody's been going through some pain in a relationship. Hurt, gone through, you absorbed a lot. It is a turning point now. What comes after this? Time to grow the fuck up. Come out of old feelings. Some of you, if you felt the number 6, I am going to go bounce around with these numbers, so forgive me on this. If you called 6, you have a choice to make. Six of Wands, if you called that out, yo ass need, yeah, okay. I want to cuss you out. You need some rest. You need to relax. This feels to me like 6, feels like my shoulders feel heavy right now. So you may feel like you're carrying the burden of self, of others, but you need to relax. Calgon bubble time. Okay. Card hits the floor. Not good. If you called 4, you may be going through some issues surrounding the home. This just fell to the floor. So some of you are concerned about safety issues at this time. If not, that shit is coming. And for some of you, this safety concern that affects the home, a lot of wand action here. Ooh. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody who is very controlling. This person is stalling you out. They're your lesson. There's a lesson to this person. Clarify. Oh, there's 4 again. Somebody has convinced. If you're 4, oh damn, 4's there again. 4. Not a 4. Okay. 4, your big energy here. Something is no longer fun anymore. Shit is old. It is time to understand the value of self. Some of you need to move, you may be moving away from home. Some of you may be saying goodbye to someone who was in your home. Some of you are dealing with the twin version of yourself in a relationship. There's 2. Your guides are working with you, want you to be more open in heart. Yeah, but that's to the self. Some of y'all have somebody in your environment who really fucks with your head. That's a cycle you gotta break. Damn, this is messy. Some of you are going through some real emotional stuff. This is for all of y'all. Some of y'all are really having trouble not being heard. Some of you are having trouble trusting. And some of you are dealing with somebody who's turned their backs. That's for a reason. It's almost like somebody needs to turn their back so that you can see yourself. They need to stop looking so you can see yourself. Some of you have been taught how to be insecure, and you just walk around in fear. But the truth here that I see is it's really someone taking advantage of your empathy. Someone who's taking advantage of like that openness that you have. And it's great to have it, but man, it makes everything like feel like control. It invites a lot of people in who have negative energy, negative actions, the users. It's like being spoon-fed fear. Somebody, one of y'all, whoever pulled one, you may be with or around someone who's taught you that you can only trust them. And that is a test. So the test is what you've learned, the value of self, what's healthy for you, what is growth versus what's just being around somebody who is just a negative fucking Nancy that hasn't grown, someone selfish, someone who knows you don't have a certain kind of experience, and they use that shit to their advantage. Boo. That's very chest heavy data. Some of you may hear about somebody who is having chest difficulties. You may have, this could be a parent. Clarify that. Is this a death? Okay. Some of you guys are spirit guides, your spiritual guidance, counselors, or comforters. Coming up very soon, you're going to be helping someone get through hardship. This will come in the end of a cycle, a life cycle for someone. I don't feel like it's something that's outright expected. Yeah. Whether it's self or someone else, just know your person's okay, or that person's, they're going to be okay. But this person you have to help, you may not want to. This may be somebody that you haven't spoken to and you haven't thought a certain way, or, you may not want to put your arms around this person as a norm, but this person that you're going to be helping is empty, very empty. And, oh, okay. Vijaya, this is for you, babe. Okay. Somebody's going to be, So you're going to be giving what you've learned. You got to help. This is like when this call comes, for whoever this is for, whether it's a call, text, whatever, you're going to know you have to help, because this person's going to be, I don't want to put anything else, any other data out there, because it's making my stomach hurt. You're going to know you need to help. This isn't the call or the I'll do it later. It's a now. It's a right now, like I'm standing on the edge of the roof about to, not making fun of that, but this does feel like somebody who just isn't going to take bad news very well at all. And you're going to be, it'll be, for one of y'all, this is earning some wings like a motherfucker. This is literally feels like the energy of pulling somebody back in off the edge. Of what? I'm not going any further than that, so we don't know. But just be there when the call comes. Wow. And I'm saying that because you're going to find out why this person behaved the way they behaved, did things the way they did them. I don't know. Let's move on. Oh my God. Let's see. But good luck on earning those wings, Vijaya. Well, you're earning some feathers in the wings. How about that? And it'll be a beautiful one of y'all. Whether it's Vijaya or somebody. Somebody earning some wings. 6, do you have anything to go with that beautiful thought?
Oh shit.
6, that was very inappropriate. It's possible, though, that the person that one of y'all is going to help is a former hater, somebody you wouldn't have normally helped. That would be why you would have, okay, oh, maybe it's so, oh. You got this. All right, let's see, Kasuma. I don't know if you guys are still even here, but we were doing the collective reading, and then we veered off. Now, I do see some of you guys holding on to something that isn't growing. Some of you are going to be dealing with people who have their back turned to you. You may be turning your back to another. Somebody out here is saying no, but only because another person hasn't asked them correctly. Kasuma, you guys didn't call your numbers. Kasuma, focus on your question for me. While you're focused on your question, I'll wrap this up here. Some of you are going to be dealing with insecure partners, friends. It's like someone very close in your space, okay? This person really is, I just said that. This person's really going to need your help. It's like it brings back something that once was not growing. It's like an old friendship or making friends with somebody who you thought hated you or something around that energy. Is that male or female? Okay, there's the 8. Ladies, some of you have chosen to tie yourself to an old tradition, waiting for what the others tell you to do. And you're doing so even though you know you don't want to, and you have the knowledge about what it could be. This is like having the map and still choosing to walk into the wall because somebody told you to. So good luck with that. Kasuma. Somebody said they want to be a business partner with you. You may, is it possible that you're talking about somebody who wants you to do a lot of the work? Okay, is Kasuna's partner serious? That hit the floor. Let's move on. Okay, I'm going to shuffle that again. Is Kasuna's partner serious? Yes, they're serious, but it comes in upside down. So it's a yeah, but yes, I'm serious as long as you fill in the blank. It's yes, but one of you, if not both of you, has fears about being able to trust the other. So there's questions of safety, planning. Nobody wants to be controlled, but everybody wants to do. That's a lot. Two people afraid, but wanting to do business. Concerned, but have their own beliefs. Will you carry the weight? Are you serious? One of y'all is a procrastinator. Somebody takes their sweet time getting things done. One operates with control and the other operates with logic. So, yeah. Focus on your person for me right now, Kusuma. Is Kusuma's person honest and trustworthy in business? Oh, is Kusuma's person honest in business? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna double clarify this. I'm gonna double clarify this before I open my fucking mouth. Because my cards aren't even really answering me right now. Hold on. Clarify. Icky dicky. So what I'm getting right here is choosing. It's like awareness. So somewhere inside of you, you know something's fucked up. Something's wrong. Sorry to curse. I'm feeling the energy now. This is in reverse. There's questions that have yet to be asked. I feel this feels like the energy of somebody who doesn't want to be asked any questions. It's like it feels like the energy of I know what I know you. What's the word? It's like egotistical. It's somebody who doesn't want to be questioned. My next card that comes up is a false person. So this is a card that says a con artist or someone fake. And there's this concern about that. I feel like this space that you have at this time, you have an opportunity to decide what this is going to be. It feels to me a lot like two people not having a real conversation that goes beyond the paperwork. So here's somebody looking to control a situation. That's what they're used to. Someone wants to control the situation, whether it's you or your person. The card of cruelty is here. So this may be someone in business, could be you. Somebody in business knows how to back the other into corners. And that's, to me, what it feels like, somebody being pushed to go forward. In the 9, this can be somebody expecting the other to carry more weight than the other. Somebody who enjoys the process, but only when they can control it. That's more fun. I can dig that one. This can be a situation where talks break down because energy gets lost to feelings. Feeling like you're not being heard. Maybe situations of trust, loyalty. You could be dealing with somebody who steals ideas too. Change, dominion is here. So we get 2 and the 2. We get the change and the control. This may be 2 chiefs and no Indians. I don't know. But you are getting a break right now, so you can figure this out. I feel like there's some real conversations that need to be had. Okay? If you don't have them, so that you aren't sitting around like this, you know what I'm saying? If you don't figure out how to get your questions answered from this person, you are gonna get you a lesson. This lesson affects the home. This lesson will affect the way you operate with others. It'll make you sensitive. It might make you mean. It could be the energy of 2 people who are bosses unto themselves and may not be able to work together. Oh, sending me some reinforcement love. Thank you. Whew. Kasuma, you better get your questions answered, is what I'm saying. I think it feels like you need to hear it. Feels like something you need to hear them say directly. Like eye contact. Look me in my eye sockets. Kasuma, when I read your question, I flipped a card. You want another person to be your partner in the future? Or, or alternatively, maybe you are having, okay, exactly. You're going to be wondering forever until you figure out you're the boss. You're going to be figuring out, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be wondering for a long time. I don't know. What do you like in relationships? What do you like in relationships? You can't be this indecisive. Listen, you have a blank card. This is a good card. You could put anything you want on this card. The universe is waiting for you to focus on what you want, not what you don't have. The universe wants you to move towards what you want, not who you want. Who you want shows up once you have what you want, and they fit into your space. 2 people with an idea doesn't always work. You might be aggressive. You might be mean. They may not work as hard as you. Right. You may not work well in groups. I can tell you this, if you're talking about business, you might be a boss lady. You might just be a boss. You might not be a partner. I don't see partner here. I see boss energy. I see somebody who is insecure, but you have the ability to flip this. You have the ability to be a visionary, but this is choice. So nothing gets put there until you decide. Will it be D? Hi, Lizzie. Oh, Kasuma. At this point, you're lying to yourself. I'm not going to answer any more questions because you're refusing. Listen, this is data you already have an answer to. Real talk. Before I flip the deck, you had answers to every question you're asking. You know what the answer is. You know what you got to do. Does Kasuma need help starting her law office? I need to turn these a different way for you to read them. No? Can you read that shit? Now I get to cuss at you. Now I get to talk crazy to you. 6, do you want to get in on this shit?
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Yes, it is. You have any messages for Kasuma?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Bitch.
He needs some milk.
Probably. Look. You listen, you're going to keep wondering until you figure out who the boss is at your law firm. When you figure out who the boss is, holla at your girl. Why are you waiting for somebody else to do what? No, the no was so yes, only you can do it. The cards were saying only you. You cannot wait for someone else to live your dream. It's yours, so do it. My question to the cards was, do you need someone else to start your law office? No came out twice, even though I put it back. No came out twice. You only need you to realize your dream. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Who's better than you? Who's better than you to be your boss? Listen, I saw 2 no's, and it takes only your action. Yeah. I think this is something you should get started. I think you should stop waiting. I think you should at least get the ball rolling so you already have an idea of what to expect, and you should be bringing in partners and who under your name. It should be your name, not a shared name. No. You should work smarter. You need a good plan of action, and you're young. You have fresh ideas. Do things differently. Do things differently. And you need to get, oh, there it is too. Yeah. It's work you gotta finish. It's work you got to finish, but you got it in you, and you have all the tools and the innovation. Right there. You got it. And I'm not going to tell you to work hard. I'm going to tell you to be more innovative. Yes, of course, schooling and all that stuff. But as far as getting a business going, innovation is... I keep getting that from you. 6 is your ass is also running out of time. And time ain't forever. So don't wait. You might be, I feel like in business you really might want to go through all of the ups and downs first so nobody can lie to you about what the business is like. Yeah. You don't want to bring in people who are going to be jealous, cause problems, be lazy, or weak. And you may not find that out till it's too late. So at least if you're the boss, you can fire people when you see they're bad. But if they're your partner, you can't fire them, right? Ew, that's sticky data. That is just sticky. But you got this, Kasuma. Zaya? Did I read your name correctly? Sorry. Zaya. I hope I said that right. All right, last one for the night, you guys. Zaya. Zaya. I hope I said that right. That's a yes for lust. All right, you guys. It is after midnight. Kasuma, you are so very welcome. Always love. You got this. You're a boss. You might be like one of those badass bosses where a big motherfucker gotta come up and come right to work with you. You might be one of those people that is so good you don't need help. You need employees. You might be that boss, bitch. I think you are. And so partnerships will be difficult. Partnerships will be difficult when you don't want to be controlled by somebody. That makes it tough, doesn't it? Oh, Miriam, I'm not. Oh, Mom, no. You're Aquarius, and I don't do all this Aquarius Scorpio stuff. This is so tough. That's so much data. You guys, I'm a remote viewer. You need to look it up. I'm going to sneeze. Oh. Okay. I'm trying not to sneeze. Oh. You're welcome, Zaya. Will you text him first, or do you need to wait? You need to let go, is what you need to do. I can't even answer that. Should you text him first? If you text him, you'll get your answer. I can tell you that. And that answer will be clearer than anything coming out of the cards. So if you're curious about your person, you should get your experience so you can move forward. Damn. Miriam. Miriam. Gonna need you to let it go because it's not prudent. It's not prudent. This is a loss in value of self. You've forgotten your own fucking divinity because you're wondering about some other person. Someone else who doesn't value you as much as you should be valuing yourself. Dark Prince is what I just heard. Dark Prince? I don't know. 6, you got anything for everybody? Oh, Lord. Does the Virgo think about reconciling with you? Maybe you should leave the past in the past. That's why it's there. We call it the past. Does the Virgo think about reconciling? Yes and no. No, because they are aware of options. I ain't saying if they're practicing it. I ain't saying none of that. I'm saying they're aware of options. They're also having other social interactions. There's that. Yes is here too. These are strings attached. And your strings, obviously. I'm going to say you're just stalling out your own time, my dear. You should be experiencing life. And stop trying to sacrifice yourself on some... Never mind. It's healing time, honey. What you're doing is going to make you collect what we call baggage. And that makes you, you know, go through emotional stuff. I know you miss your person, but it's important that you still be healthy. Still live, enjoy life, have fun. You run the risk of attracting people who don't give a fuck. Okay? So we don't want to do that. How do we avoid that? We give a fuck about ourselves. And if somebody deserves to be in our space, they'll be there. We don't guess. We don't wonder. We don't avoid or stall on ourselves. So avoiding taking new adventures, meeting new people. Your person isn't having that problem. It's you. So knock it off. You still have to be happy. And maybe that person sees you being happy and maybe they're interested. Maybe they come back. Maybe when they do come back, if they do, you're just in a better place. Period. Healthy, fun, healed, satisfied, loving yourself. So much more important than the other person. Ooh, Jasmine. That is a tough one. Ugh. All right, you guys, this is the last one. I see Siki. This is for Jasmine. Jasmine and her ex come together. Wow. There's that thought process, just being in our heads, forgetting value. Let me come back. One of two answers. The answer is at this time, no. Next answer, somebody's lying. Somebody's not true. Somebody is a liar. You're in the place you're in right now for protection. Divine protection. And what you need to do is be healthy mentally. You know, thank you, sunshine. You need to be in a better place mentally for yourself. And baby, this can't be your focus right now. It's not healthy. So in the yes here, in the 7, I asked, what else do we need to know for you? It's wanting to be needed, but you are needed. But you are needed. You may have your fears and all that stuff, but What's important right now is healing, health. Nothing's more important than that. You're a guide. You're here to do bigger work than want someone who might be controlling. Doesn't need to be in your space at this time. This person has manifested the distance. So have you. But you will find good things right now in controlling your own shit. Putting down optical illusions. Maybe. Six, any messages?
What the fuck you doing here? Identify yourself. Who the fuck are you?
Is your person... This person. Jasmine. Take the break. Not even care. I'm not going no further through that data. Take the break. Take this time. Please be careful with your child. That's so much more important. That last one is for Jasmine. Whatever you feel looking at my card is your message. I ain't going no further than this. Stay healthy, relax. Know that you have angelic level work to do, and that's so much more important. So much more important. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, the last one. Chim HHH. What the hell? How do I pronounce that? Is the person who's watching you at night going to do anything dangerous? Well, why would you ask a question like that if you don't know what you're going to do if it's a yes? Why would you ask a question like that? I don't know. Do you live someplace where you could buy a shotgun? That's what I did. And then I have dogs. Okay, let's see. Is the person you're thinking about dangerous? That is the creepiest question I've gotten so far. I gotta be honest about that. Is this person dangerous? Well, what you have is a test that you have to take about how much you focus on others. I'm going to hope you didn't see the card that flipped over is what's going to happen right there. That's what that is. I'm going to take this card right here. Put this card right back. No, you should not focus on others more. That appears to be the problem. Wait, is it buffered? I don't see it buffering. Refresh the page. Is that person dangerous? Ah, ego. Good Lord. Okay. All right, you guys. It is yoga and relax time. If this reading was tough for you in any way at all, please watch some comedy afterward. Helps to clean the brain. The laughing jiggles. I do thank you guys for being here with me. If it is buffering, I don't see buffering. I'm watching on my TV. All right, you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Or thumbs down if you hated it. I read that shit too. Thank you so much for being here with me. Psi Divine. I appreciate it so much. Please like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss any of my collective readings or the yes or the no's. Chim, I'm not going to scare you with any data. Listen. Answering your question is like never sleeping again. Let's all move on, and maybe some kickboxing classes will be good. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow or something like that. Please have a wonderful night, and thank you for being here.